Hi guys, I just want to actually make a videos of these situations because it's actually hits and not just me hard, but also for I think most of the Vietnamese peoples also got affected in this situation as well. So I think before we get into those situations which is super bad on social medias, I did nothing wrong, but I just want to. I totally should have actually this week video. I should have make a videos on me playing Neko Paras or Neko Paradise for this week and making a normal intro like hey what's up, my name is iPhone, like that. But I honestly got really upset. So I just want to make these serious videos. And of course this video will be demonetized and also will be a PSA warning types of videos because right now we live in 2020s and I just honestly really upset and I don't understand why social media still accepted this kind of situation. So before I'm getting to those situation, I just want to say to you guys and girls, happy Valentine's Day, and I wish you guys and girls, even though we're in the middle of the bad situation, but I just want to show you as much respect as I can for those who are going out for Valentine's Day to have really happy holidays, and as well as I want someone who have girlfriends or boyfriends actually having fun together, going out date or having fun with their friends at Valentine's Day, because this video is published after Valentine's Day, but still this video is recorded kind of last week. So as this situation just shown up on the internet and I just feel really upset and I don't understand why the social medias accept the things, and I decided that and I think it's time for me to actually explain my community guidelines status so you can actually understand what I'm talking about. So in 2020, these social medias decided to having options for your videos to either if your video is for kids or not. So a lot of people asking who are kids and how old are they. So most of the country, especially including USA, kids are under 13 years old, but sometimes there's actually some countries that they consider that under 16 years old they just kids, or under 9 years old they are kids, so nobody knows, but still it's changed. This social media is changed. So I decided to make like literally most of my videos that I made so far 3 years to actually make the videos option to be not for kids, which is I totally understand, because if you are making videos and you put as an option that yes this video is for kids, unfortunately that it's you got nothing, you just got nothing. So it's still fine by me. So most of the videos I put as an option as they're not for kids, so I still can actually reading people's comments and seeing people's likes and dislikes which is I feel really supportive. And to be honest, I really should have kind of celebrate that I have 150 subscribers now, but no, absolutely not. I want to make these videos seriously and explain from the start, and then we get into the situations so we can actually understand better on what I was about to talk in these videos. So this social media change, I change most of my videos are not for kids, and that's fine by me because still most of the videos that I made so far is gaming related and it's for all ages, but it's still safe for saying that my videos are not for kids, because if I put my videos in the option that is for kids, I got nothing, so it's no point. So I have guaranteed that if I'm playing horror games or talking something sensitive like someone have not living thought or depression or anything, I always giving disclaimers at the beginning of this video. So which reminds me that yes, this video is also that if you are sensitive into these situations, that you need to prepare yourself, prepare your mentors before what I was going to talk about, because it's making me upset. It making kind of whole, not the whole Vietnamese people, like half of the Vietnamese people, but still like in general most of the Asian people got hit up in this situation. So I hope you guys are ready. So I talk this gonna be a lot subjects talking in these videos. I did promise to you guys and girls that I will be talking only one subjects in one videos where I am talking about what's going on around me, but this situation is gone too far. So my first subjects I already talked is about this social media change, and yeah, my community guideline status is still safe. I did nothing wrong recently, and also yeah, the videos that I made so far are not for kids, but still it's for all ages, but I put in the options as not for kids, because if you are putting the videos as for kids in the options while you're uploading videos in these social medias, you got absolutely nothing out of it. So yeah, the second subject I just want to talk about is really sensitive, especially for Asian people, and I don't understand why people do such things. I have a sibling. I have a 10-year-old sibling, and I understand the risk of allowing my younger siblings actually looking at social medias, watching this social media, watching videos and watching too much televisions and stuff, and there's actually something happens around Asia, especially around China, which is coronavirus. Is kind of the virus that will, first of all, it will cause you pain from the outside in physically, and then it causes you sickness from the inside. And I really appreciate most of the Chinese and kind of development countries are trying to build like fresh new hospitals and trying to cure people who has suffer coronavirus. So it's really nice of them, but I don't understand why there will be types of people actually do coronavirus prank, and I don't understand because, to be honest, people sing. I don't know since when people sing the death is becoming a jokes now, and I feel actually super upset. I don't have a coronavirus. I'm still safe, and which is most of the Westerns celebrities or social media's influencers, and they are doing the coronavirus prank. So basically you just simply walking down the street and raising up papers reading that, hey, I'm got a coronavirus. It's so nonsense. I don't understand why people are doing such that things. Do you know how many people have passed away because of coronavirus? And that's is super upset, and we all have the screenshots on other social medias as well as in these social medias. I'm not gonna show it to you. I'm not gonna show which channel. I see a bunch of channel doing a coronavirus prank, but I'm in this way I'm not gonna show you who which channel do that, because they not deserves to get promoting. And also I'm not gonna link those channel in the description down below. I'm not gonna do that because it's so cancerous, which is to the point that I just want to say to you guys. And yeah, I just want death, disease, politics, they're not for jokes, okay? I understand some of the people's some online friends saying to me that if you're making jokes for yourselves, you make fun for yourself, if you make entertainments for other too, but not actually attacking on their personal, it's fine, it's just fine. But if you're making jokes are related to deaths, if you're making jokes related to politics and disease, it's just so cancerous. It's unacceptable. Yet I don't understand, because I read the community guidelines. Most of you guys and girls don't even care anyway. I know I actually care, but it's just a totally long line. It's like reading a books. So I understand that not so much people actually care about reading community guidelines and copyright things, which I already explained my copyright status. And yeah, my copyright status at the moment in my channel is still safe. I got a few copyright claims, but this social media sent to me that this is not copyright strike, so I'm still safe. So I did explain the difference between the copyright claims and copyright strikes, and I totally understand better on how actually stay safe in these social medias. But still, you're safe from nowhere. And there will be always celebrities, there will be always social media influencers doing bad stuff. For I mean, this social media is not safe for kids anymore, in my opinions. And people doing pranks, people doing dumb stuffs, and there's actually kids. If these social medias not allow kids anymore, not allow kids content anymore, like for examples, like they divide the videos, because they're still in the option where you actually state your videos if that for kids or not, and they actually divide it into sections, and you can only see and the videos that is not for kids on the search box. and videos that are for kids, and they have lesser chance to actually being seen in the social medias, and which I thinking that there will be teenagers as well, because teenagers are kids that is from 13 to 19 years old, and I guarantee to you guys and girls that even a 19-year-old still don't know what's right and what's wrong. Me, for examples, I did a really bad stuff when I was 19 years old, and I also did a really bad stuff when I was 18 years old, which is mostly people saying that's a rebellious terms of age. So please, if you are new to these social medias and you decide to make a videos, and of course you want famous, just don't be like the Philippines YouTubers who actually doing corona pranks, or any other Western peoples, or Americans people who do corona pranks on the streets. Because actually and I actually see I don't see the videos, I only see the screenshot on the internet, people sharing it like a bunch, and I see some of the channel who actually having just 100 subscribers, not 100,000 or anything, just 100 subscribers, million subscribers, 1,000 subscribers. They doing coronavirus prank, and it's absolutely unacceptable. Let me ask you again, how many people who pass away because of coronavirus? One more question, how many people who pass away because of Ebola? It used to be a thing, and people used to make jokes about Ebola stuff, and right now we're having to the point where every time I'm wearing a mask on the streets, I'm not doing prank stuff or anything, I'm just only wearing masks just to protect myself, also for others. Also, when I go outside, currently USA is really cold, I just want to cover my face so I can keep myself warm. And now people just even think that every time people walking around wearing masks, people just think that, hey, that person having coronavirus or not. And I was so angry. So that's actually ruins the humanity, and that making like how can we be a good models, how can we be a good role models for people who are watching these videos? And I totally really upset. And I know how serious coronavirus is serious, so I mean, I just see people doing charities for coronavirus. I see people trying to like try so hard to actually building new hospitals for people who having coronavirus, and have special treatments. So I really want to be honest, I think China, and as well as most Asian people, they finally do the right things for people who need help the most. So yeah, it's very disappointing when seeing social media decided to accept coronavirus prank. I don't understand. and I don't understand. I just wish I just wish that those type of contents disappear. That's it. Those type of contents who coronavirus prank, Ebola prank, Ligma prank, and some other disease pranks or memes. I just want them gone in this social media. Not just in this social media, actually, other social media as well. Because to be honest, I actually have Twitters, and in most of the other videos discussions, I did saying that I don't use Twitter much because it's confusing me, and yeah, I still getting confusing on trying to posting or trying to say anything, trying making a first tweet on my Twitter, so I just only replies on other people's tweets, so I can actually know what's going on around. But yeah, I will be planning on actually releasing or connecting Twitters in this social media soon. But for now, we are going back on a serious topics, and this is a bunch of screenshots of people doing something that is unacceptable, and it's really sad that this social media is accepted, and it's fine. You can be famous by being a completely a-holes, doing pranks about disease, and to be honest, I don't care. Okay? And most of the times, I'm not the type of people who understand jokes or take memes a lot. But since a lot of online friends told me that I should adapt them more, I will. But not jokes, not memes that are totally related on disease, because people need to be respect on each others, especially for people who currently needs help, or people who have suffered coronavirus, or people who pass away with coronavirus. We need to respect them. Don't make jokes about them. And I think it's gonna be a lesson for people who actually new in these social medias, and it works for people who actually start these social medias actually, and the subscribers they made, they gain a lot by being a total a-hole, and I don't stand for it. It's disappointing. So lesson learned after seeing this type of situation. Please, it's fine to making jokes on making fun for yourselves or making fun for other people's, but it's not attacking on their personalities or anything. But please, never ever making jokes on disease or politics or even death. They are not for jokes at all. We need to respect the people who need help the most, which is leads to the next subjects that I just want to end these videos. I know it's gonna be long, but this situation really needs to be in these videos because it's gone too far, and I don't get why. And for those who totally new in this social media, for those who totally new in my channel, for those who totally new on what's going around the social medias actually, and remember 2 years ago, there's American actors who actually going to Japan on the not living forest. I just want to be saying as nice as I can, because sometimes people cursing in the videos, and people got videos known as a hate speech, and people know as kind of cursing a lot. So this video will be hated by these social medias, and people just and the videos kind of taken down a little bit without having the owners knowing, and then it's going back. And I don't know how it happens, but I will try to avoid sensitive word as much as I can. But yeah, 2 years ago, there's American actors going to Japan on a non-living forest, and he actually filming a dead. He actually filming non-living body. Yeah, I see a lot of people saying the word dead body, but you know what? I, it's unacceptable, and I think these social medias have acknowledged that. So basically, that American actors had to remove his videos by himself, not these social medias, and I think that got we should have got the lesson that that is not jokes, and turns to next year 2019 in my home country in Vietnam, right in the New Year's, in the 2nd of January in Vietnamese times. I think in Westerns or American or England times is actually the 1st of January. And I did talk about this topic before, and my English was so bad in that video, so I just want to talk about this again. Just in case you're totally new in these channels as well, my English gonna improve a little bit. Last time I said that is truck containers or trucks accidents and stuff. So in perfect English, I should have said that there was a cargo accidents. Yeah, it's a cargo trucks accidents that crashed a lot of motorbikes. I can say motorbikers, but motorbikes still at that time. And I don't understand why is the Vietnamese youth decided that, hey, let's make jokes about when there's a red lights, why not we run to the sidewalks and leave the motorbikes there. It's totally not acceptable, and it's a really dumb things. I don't understand why the Thai people are doing that, but they acknowledge really quickly, so they there's no apologize. But they acknowledge really quickly, so things has gone downhill, and they decided to not ever do the jokes again. But that gave us a lesson. Never leave your vehicles and just run to sidewalks when there's a red light. It's really disrespectful, and it's his victim's family a lot, because that's New Year's. New Year's supposed to be family hanging around, and people just going to a market buying special food to eat for New Year's. And yeah, I understand most of you guys and girls watching fireworks too, but then when there's traffic jams, it's really dangerous. So that happens in Vietnam in the New Year's of 2019. There is the cargo trucks accidents. In Vietnam, we mostly saying as a container trucks or truck containers and stuff, but in English we saying that it's a cargo truck. So it's really sad to see that happens. In 2020, in Vietnam, the traffic accident is going downhill a lot because there's alcohol laws, and I'm not gonna talk about it because it's gonna make this video long. It's not totally related on the reason why I talk about the cargo trucks accident in 2019 again. And now we're going back on 2020s. There's a really famous YouTubers in these social medias, and that social media influencers are famous for doing horror stuffs like 3 a.m. What you gonna do? What you gonna do with 3 a.m.? And I'll be honest, I didn't do the 3 a.m. challenge before, but I actually stay up for 3 a.m. or doing gamings a lot. And no surprises, nothing happens in 3 a.m. It's obvious, okay? It's obvious. It's nothing happens in 3 a.m. And it's fine when you're actually making joke on 3 a.m. when it's actually Vietnamese memers who are actually making jokes on 3 a.m. I don't sleep, and then get their friends beating him up. It's actually funny and it's still really safe. But if you're making jokes on 3 a.m. about horror stuff, it's unacceptable. It's actually unacceptable on 3 a.m. challenge doing horror stuffs, especially all ages are watching, and there's teenagers. They don't know what's right and what's wrong. Especially at school. I've been in that situation at school before. And back to the basics. I actually have never played Charlie games. I have never played Sister games. I see a lot of my classmates, my ex-classmates back in Vietnam, they try to do that challenge. They try to play this game. And I was like, it's so dumb. People just moving their hand by themselves. Why? How is the pencils? How is the fingers move by themselves? So which is I try to do some research about what is Charities and Sister games, and it's basically the games about calling people who pass away and try to asking question. Is the next level of how disrespectful kids has become, especially teenagers from 13 to 19 years old. And in the past, most of the people, most of the elderly grandparents who have taught us that people who have passed away may rest in peace. So rest in peace, that meaning in that situation is the people who have passed away feel relief and happy enough to see the next generations being modernized, being helpful. They repay for what they have done so far in life, because we only live once. Humans have only one life, not like cats who have 9 lives. And people who have passed away in the past, they have histories. They need to be respected. You know the reason why you learn history? You need to respect the people who have passed away. The people who make you become today. So I think that school, I don't know if most schools are having Charlie or Sister games banned. I'm actually interested in the UG board. I have never actually seen the YouTubers in real life or near me before, but I actually watching the YouTuber movies. It's actually a really good movie. But back to the subjects. These YouTubers always doing 3 a.m. challenge, doing Ouija boards, calling out celebrities who have passed away, like XXX Tension, or a lot of peoples, and even his ex-girlfriend as well. Even his ex-girlfriends, and he making a fake announcements and the reason why his ex-girlfriends passed away because of the cargo truck accidents or the truck accidents, the car accidents and stuff. And then there's kind of the arguments between his ex-girlfriends and that YouTubers. But to be honest, I don't care about them. We all know the reason who's right or wrong, but ultimately the only subjects I just want to talk about on how disrespectful on that YouTubers faking his ex-girlfriend's death by saying the reason why it is because of cargo trucks. Congratulations for being disrespectful for half of the Vietnamese people who have cargo trucks accidents in 2019, and now we're here in 2020s, and I don't understand why haven't we got the lessons in our heart, in our brain. I just don't get it. So I'm not gonna say the name of the YouTubers. I know that most of you guys, the story is so big, and you guys have seen the hashtag in the description down below, so you guys probably know what I was talking about, who I'm talking about. But still, I also making a hashtag on stop coronavirus as well, so people stop doing the coronavirus prank. And I wish people who have suffered coronavirus can themselves cure as soon as possible, so they can move on what they're doing in the futures. And I understand after that situation there will be discriminate, there will be people who are just trying to stay away, but still the hashtag stop coronavirus should have been made, as well as another hashtag I'm not gonna say in these videos, because if I say the name of that YouTubers, obviously this social media is not gonna be happy. So yeah, back to the subjects. Congratulations on that YouTubers on disrespecting half of the Vietnamese people who have their victims pass away of cargo trucks. And drunk drivers or not, is still a fact. Half of Vietnamese people who have the victims having a cargo trucks accidents, and it should have been becoming a nightmare for Vietnamese people, and people talking about it a lot. So dear sir, I just want to ask you questions. Remember a few years ago when Vietnamese generals, I can say is one of the oldest Vietnamese people in Vietnam, which is passed away in 102 years old, and he's a Vietnamese general, and he passed away. Would you dare to YouTube boarding that Vietnamese general? No, you don't do that at all. And if you are wondering who is his name, and in Vietnam we call him Võ Nguyên Giáp. And I just want to ask you, would you YouTube boarding Võ Nguyên Giáp, the Vietnamese generals? You don't do that at all. You don't do that at all. Remember a few years ago, even Thai general also passed away too. Do you YouTube boarding with Thai generals? No, you don't do that. I actually been to Thai before. I've been to Thailand before, and I even been to Bangkok in a kind of football season in 2012. And it's a really good country. It's a really great country, and I understand how strict Thai law is. And I also been to Singapore as well in 2019, and it's a really great country, and there's actually a really great person there who also passed away a few years ago, and his name is Lee Kuan Yew. So dear sir, who always doing YouTube boarding in 3 a.m., would you YouTube boarding Lee Kuan Yew, the really important person in Singapore? No, you don't do that. You don't do that at all. You want something most recently? Of course. People in Australia suffering forest fire, and I have kind of the information that there's actually some people who have passed away from that forest fires. Not just some people, but also animals who migrate in Australia as well. So tell me, sir, would you YouTube boarding people who have suffered forest fire in Australia? You don't do that at all. You don't do that at all. And something recently, there's more. In Japan, there's many people who have passed away because of the arsonists who set fires in the Kyoto Animations, and that hurt a lot of people. So tell me, sir, who always doing YouTube boarding 3 a.m., so would you YouTube boarding people who have suffering fires in Japan? Would you YouTube boarding with them? Absolutely not. I was trying to make the points right here. So Charlie games, sister games, YouTube boarding games, any types of peoples, celebrities, important peoples, or even normal people who have passed away, isn't you're just totally disrespecting people who have passed away. It's just unacceptable. And I'm sorry, I'm totally feeling upset. And yeah, I'm recording this videos nearly midnight, and it's bothering me so much. And so of course we have the lesson learned. We should have never play Charlie. We should have never play sister game. We should have never play YouTube boards ever. I have never actually playing YouTube boards. I actually interested in the YouTube board games, but I have never played that games before. And also I will never ever in the futures for the sake of these channels, I'm not gonna play Charlie Sister Sisters or UG boards in any of certain circumstances in this channel at all. I still play horror games, but the horror games are on PC, on computers. That's it. But the real life games like UG board or Charlie or Sister game, I will never ever, I will not play those type of games in the future for the sake of these channels. And also in real life, I'm not gonna play those type of games at all. I see a lot of my ex-classmates playing that game, and I don't understand how that works, and I just think that's a dumb thing. So I just don't want to play that games even once at all. So I will send you a message for that YouTubers who always do YouTubing at 3 a.m. and please take responsibility of your subscribers. You are a really big YouTubers. You have like over 5 million subscribers, but please be a better role models to your subscribers. Please take responsibilities, and you still have times actually deleted those contents in your channel, and you still have times to actually apologize, not being denial on most of other social media influencers calling out that YouTubers that hey, please stop what you are doing. And to be honest, that YouTubers needs to stop, in my opinions, because I swear to God. So I just want that YouTubers to be top being lessons. If he keep being denial, he obviously actually to be honest, if that YouTubers ever go to Singapore doing YouTube boarding with Lee Kuan Yew or any of the celebrity or any types of people in Singapore, if that YouTuber ever come to Singapore, actually YouTube boarding Lee Kuan Yew or any types of important people in Singapore, he definitely having a death sentence, to be honest. And along with the death sentence, his social media is gone for good. And I think it's gonna be the same as Thailand. If that YouTubers ever YouTube boarding in Thai with kind of most of the important peoples in Thailand, like the Thai channel for example, if that YouTubers dares to come to Thailand being disrespectful like that, he's even have either life sentence or death sentence in jail, alongside with his social media is gone for good. And in my home country in Vietnam is still more easier, like decades, some decades for that YouTubers. And in Japan, maybe life sentence or death sentence. So congrats on disrespecting half of this planet, sir. So and we have lesson learned. Please, and not just in social medias but also other social medias, in also in real life, you still have you still actually having a second chance. If you ever before playing Charlie or Sister games or YouTube boardings or do 3 a.m. challenge or any types of stuff is not um, a good role models for kids or for teenagers, and to be honest, and that proves that even kids from 13 or 19 years old, they still have rebellious times, so they don't know what right or what's wrong. So for not just for this YouTuber but also other YouTubers, if you guys are watching these videos and you are having your own channels who already make Charlie or Sister or YouTube boarding types of videos, 3 a.m. types of videos, you still have a chance. You still have the chance to actually delete the videos, delete that type of contents. That content should have never ever being appears in this social media. Not just in this social media, but also other social medias. So please do not ever do those types of stuff. But if you guys are encouraged to do that types of stuff before and you post it on social medias, you still have a chance to actually delete that types of videos in I mean, yeah, I've been totally so upset, but yeah, it's actually hits me hard because we have suffered this situation before, especially in the New Year's of 2019. I actually don't have victims who having cargo trucks accidents, but still I just want to feel respect for others people as well. So even though you don't have the victims who have passed away with the cargo truck accidents, you still need to pay respect for those people. So in here, so to be honest, I'm sorry for this video is kind of I was too upset. This video was, of course, will be demonetized. Will be edited a little bit on showing my copyrights status, showing my community guideline status, and just to let you guys know that if I'm safe in these social medias or not. I'm not making these videos for fame, no. Which is talking about, I'm not gonna let this video just saying that I'm just talking. Let's do something good. Let's do something positive. Let's do a good deed in this video. So also in the description down below there will be a lot of hashtag. One of them is stop coronavirus, and I swear to you, you can actually spread the hashtag out and saying stop coronavirus. Hashtag stop coronavirus is the one up the hashtag I'm gonna put in the video description down below. And also for I totally big respect on Kyoto Animations, so I will also trying to keep putting the link to Kyoto Animation direct bank account or for you guys and girls who willing to continue to support, and also for having helping Australian people who are trying to survive the fire forest as well. And I will also leave the link to the donation down below. And it's And if you don't have a condition to uh, actually donate the oh, those types of links, it's okay. And you can actually spread people's out about helping Australian people surviving the forest fire, and spreading out for those who uh, still wants to continuing support Kyoto Animation. And also about coronavirus, I will try to find as many as I can, and I don't know, I actually haven't seen people who making online charities for people who needs help the most, especially for people who are suffering coronavirus. And if I do find one of them, I will try to link the video description down below. And yeah, that's the plan. So in conclusion, in these videos, I did explain how these social medias change. There will be option for kids or not for kids. And most of my videos are not for kids, but it's still in qualities for all ages. And the first topics is really disrespectful for doing coronavirus pranks, as well as all the disease pranks, politics pranks, and the death pranks. So please stop. That type of content should have never ever appear in these social medias. Also, please, not just for that famous YouTubers, that but also others social media's influencers as well. Stop with the UG boarding. Stop with the 3 a.m. challenge. Stop with the Charlie, and stop for the sister games. And I'm not totally I always having mercy on those types of people who do mistakes, because I did mistakes too. Everybody makes mistakes, so people deserve second chance. So everyone has the times to actually delete those type of contents. So please, if you are watching these videos or watching other types of videos who are actually talking about the same topics, so if you done in the Charlie games or sister games in these social medias or other social medias before, or even UG boardings or 3 a.m. challenge before, delete those type of content, delete those videos like immediately, because it's it's not good for kids. To be honest, it's not good for teenagers. Please be a good role models for them. Be respectful for subscribers. And yeah, that YouTubers being denial, always comparing subscribers, views for views. And for me, I have some of my online friends, but I have never ever making jokes on them. I have never compared with them, and I always pay respect for them, and I always do care about the subscribers. Sometimes subscribers who wants to talk to me, they have sad feeling, they want something to share. That's when I always replies the best that I can, because I always care. So yeah, I think that's it for this videos. And the plan is the plans actually doing the good deeds in these videos. I will try to put the hashtag in these videos, obviously, but also try to put as many links as I can, so people who actually know what I was talking about, the cargo truck situations, as well as the donation links to Kyoto Animation for those who wants to continue supporting, as well as people who need charities on coronavirus and stuff, and also the donation links for people who wants to support Australian people trying to survive the forest fires. And I think that's it. I think that's it. So yeah, guys and girls, I will not doing normal outros. I will do the outro that as respect as I can. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope 2020s will be the years when people actually realize that death is not jokes, and disease is not jokes. And I also wish for you guys and girls who is still enjoying Valentine's Days. I wish you guys and girls are having a good times, and I hope if you are already wives and husbands. I'm still single, by the way, but if you are guys and girls watching these videos already wives and husbands, I wish you guys and girls having a good dating, good I mean, you're going outside, you're having fun, like, yeah. So anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. Bye, guys.